Hey, but tonight, we're not talking about differences. Whatever your flavor is in your faith, or if you're here and you're new to the faith or not part of the faith, we welcome everybody here, and we're going to have an awesome time. And it's all about igniting the hero that's within you through your generosity. And nobody really embodies that as much as our co-founder and managing partner. Would you put your hands together and let's have a big welcome for Jim West. Here he comes. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Jim. Sometimes when you have a birthday, you just kind of forget about it and hope it goes away and it doesn't count, right? Anyway, I would, as Adam did, I'd like to thank our partners. Without our partners, we couldn't have had this evening. So once again, if you give a nice round of applause for the Master's Program, Convene, the National Christian Foundation, Word for Asia, and the Optivist. They are our platinum sponsors, so if you give them a round of applause. We also, as you can see, have several gold and silver sponsors. If you're a gold or silver sponsor, would you mind just standing up if you're in here tonight? And would you guys give those guys a round of applause as well? Thanks to their help, everything that you guys donate tonight goes directly to the ministries. In 2019, Alan Pott and a group of Barnabas Group partners put together an event called TKO, the Kingdom Opportunity. It was a great event, and we had $60,000 that were given to some ministries. At the end of it, people suggested a few things they wanted to see a bit differently. They wanted to see how they could get more involved in doing the production of the event, so it didn't look just like a regular Barnabas Group meeting. And they also wanted to find out, how would we do a crowdfunding event? What would that look like? So our goals tonight have been for this event, for several years now, thanks to COVID, it took 2 years to get this off the ground, but we're to get people involved. As Adam said, 47 Barnabas Group partners started the process with Gil Gravel and John Lind to learn how to vet ministries, and then they vetted the 57 ministries that entered this contest. They brought it down to 21. It took them many months to do that. They brought it down to the 21 semifinalists, and then 35 of them stuck around because it was an onerous process, and they went through interviews and checking things out, and they brought those 21 down to the 5 that you will hear tonight. So we got a lot of people involved that way. We also got people involved, if you're a judge, as a matter of fact, if you're a judge here tonight, would you guys stand up if you were one of those judges? Because that was a yeoman's job. We don't have any of the judges here. You guys are embarrassed to tell them. we have judges here. Kurt, yeah, there you go. Thank you, guys. If Gil Gravel and Andre and Dean and John Lind could come on up, that'd be great. I'll talk about John and Gil, since they're the first two up here. I sat in a coffee shop with Gil, I don't know, 3 years ago, and he wanted to know how I could get involved, and probably he'll never ask me that question again, because he recruited John, and they became the trainers for all of the judges that were in this, and they helped each of the ministries. They've helped them present. They've worked countless hours in doing this, so they deserve a round of applause. Just hold it for a second. Andre and Dean, they raised their hand and said, we want to put this on, we want to make it different, and that's why you see what you see tonight. So give these guys a big round of applause, would you? These are for you guys. That's a gift from us. All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, tonight you have the opportunity to really be a hero. And if you donate tonight, that's truly up to you. It's between you and the Lord. How much you donate, that's up to you guys. We don't have set amounts that we're looking for as far as what we want to raise, but we want to see these ministries leave here tonight blessed and encouraged. One of the things that you can do in the handouts that are on your chairs, there's a form in there for each ministry. So if you want to just fill that feedback form out and drop it in the handout box like we do at a typical Barnabas Group meeting, because you want to get involved in that ministry, you can do that as well. So lots of ways to get involved. There's 4 ways to donate. You can download the Barnabas Group app. Over in this side of the room, there's the very back corner. You guys, Matt, if you'd raise your hand back there. Matt, at that table, that's Capital, and they did our Barnabas Group app. The app doesn't cost anything to download, but you can download it. You can donate to 1, 2, 3, as many ministries as you want tonight, and they'll total it, and that donation will go to the Barnabas Group. You'll be receipted by the Barnabas Group, but the money then will go directly to those ministries. We will give them the contact information, your contact information, so they know who the donors were, and they will thank you personally. So that's the first way that you can donate, is through the app, and that's actually probably one of the easiest ways. Another way that you can donate is if you would turn to the very last couple pages in your handout. There's 2 pages in there, one that you will hopefully turn in tonight, and the other one that you can make notes on so that you can remember what you promised to do or what you did. But the first way that you can do is use a credit card. You put your credit card information on there, and you donate as much as you want to each of the ministries. You total that up, and then we will run that credit card for that amount. Once again, goes to the Barnabas Group, but then that money is passed straight through to those ministries. But that's one way. This next way is you can do via check. If you brought a check with you and you want to give a check, you can make that to the Barnabas Group for whatever the total amount is that you want to give to the one or more ministries that you want to donate to, and turn that in. So you'll have about 15 minutes at the end of the night. We'd ask you to hurry and get those things in so that we can total that. That will help us as we scramble around and try to make sure that we've got some numbers to give you later tonight. But you can do that. If you really want to write a check to each ministry, you can do that and just turn that in as well. We'll be glad to do that as well. And then finally, if you have a donor-advised fund, because I know a lot of us use NCF and other donor-advised funds, but if you have that, you can say, I want to give through my donor-advised fund. Just if you would, put down the amount and for each ministry that you plan on giving, and we'd ask that you would make those donations by October 18th, a week from now, and to those ministries. But that lets us know how much went to the ministries from tonight's event. So those are the ways to donate. See, I got the exciting part. The rest of the meeting is jokes from Adam. So there you go. Thank you very much for coming out tonight. It is an incredible audience. We're glad you guys are here. God bless you guys.
Let's hear it for Jim. Thank you, Jim. Yeah. So you're going to think I'm joking. I'm not joking. Someone has a Ford Explorer WHT 6VJG334, and it's going off. And I wish I had a joke about that, but for real, check it out. Hey, I wanted to ask you, does your bank give away pens? Mine doesn't. You just go ahead and set that. Hey, you don't want a magician talking about being faithful with finances. You want someone like Brian Feller. He's with the National Christian Foundation. In fact, he's the president here in California. Let's welcome him to our platform. Brian.
Thanks, Adam. Okay, there we go. Hey, Lance Wood wanted to be here tonight, and a lot of you know Lance, and he's okay, but he wasn't able to make it, so sorry about that. I'm the B team. And I wanted to kick off the festivities by announcing something that's pretty awesome. The IRS is having a sale, and I'm not kidding. If you turn to this page in your book, there's this thing called the CARES Act, and I want to tell you about 2 things about the CARES Act that actually matter tonight. The first thing is, if you are a young man of 59 and a half, which is pretty young to me, you can pull any money you want out of retirement, not pay any penalties. You can gift that money to charity, like the charities you're going to see here tonight, and pay 0 federal income tax. The second thing is that you can give 100% of your income away, and you're probably thinking, Brian, okay, is this a joke? No, it's not. What that means is some of you have sold things this year. Some of you have maybe executed stock options or sold real estate or sold a business. You can give as much of those, and by the way, you didn't use NCF, so you have this big tax bill, and you're thinking your future self will deal with that tax bill. But you can deal with it right here tonight. If you give away any kind of an asset, you can take and give that cash and take a full write-off. That means you will pay 0 federal income tax on whatever you plussed up your income. So for once in your lifetime, and by the way, this expires on December 31st, for the only time in your lifetime, the IRS has your back. So give it all. Thanks.
Hey, we can do better. Give them a big round of applause. That was good information. Good information. I want to tell you a little bit more about what's happening tonight, and I'm going to ask these gentlemen who are all wearing blue shirts to just literally, I'm sorry to wake you up, but if you could just stand right here side by side. You, sir, you, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Alan, 2. Yeah, just stand here right in the front row, please. Give them a hand for doing this. Yes, stand right here, front row. Come on down side by side. And let's see, I need a couple more people. I need 9 total. Keep sliding down this way. Great. Need 9. Oh, right there's good. Thank you, sir. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I need 2 more. Let's see. You, sir, you're wearing a blue shirt. And Todd, could you please come up too? Give these gentlemen a big hand. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I need my friend Wyatt to stand up again. Thanks, Wyatt. Now, Wyatt, we didn't set this up or anything, but you had no idea you were going to be on the spot. But check this out. You've probably never seen a police lineup before, have you, Wyatt? No, I'm kidding. So check this out, friends. This is a stack of 9 envelopes with a special message inside. Now, Wyatt, you're going to be in control, and you're going to tell me what to do with these envelopes. So the first one, you might say, Adam, ditch it. And if you say that, I'll take the envelope and set it down. But you might say, switch it. If you tell me to switch it, Wyatt, I'm going to switch the envelopes like that. So you're going to be in total control, buddy. You might say, ditch it. I'll set it down. And you might say, Adam, I want you to switch it. You're going to have free choice. Now, personally, I'm a Calvinist, but not by choice. You might say, ditch it. And again, you might say, switch it. So it's going to be up to you. Now, Wyatt, in case you were watching closely, I'm going to cut these cards so no one knows the order. And here we go. You ready, buddy? Love that shirt. Mahalo. Glad you're here. All right, first one, ditch or switch, buddy? Ditch. So I'm setting it down just like he says. Next 2, ditch or switch? Ditch, okay. Next 1 or 2, ditch or switch? Switch. I'm doing just as he says. Good. Next one? Ditch. I sense some anger in your life, Wyatt. That's okay. That's an 8th grade thing. Okay, ditch or switch? Switch, good. And we've got 2 left. Switch both of them. Okay, good. Give them a big hand. So, gentlemen, you've been standing here, and I really appreciate that. And I want to have you get a little bit closer side by side. And Todd, if you could hold that against your chest. And sir, if you could hold that. And nice to see you. Big fan of you. I love your popcorn. Orville Redenbacher's here. Okay, yeah. Hold that against your chest. George, nice to see you. Alan, great. Ryan and Chuck. Okay. This is part of our big celebration about Ignite 2021. Gentlemen, I'm going to count to 3, and when I do, you're going to spin the envelopes around, and we're going to show that they're in perfect numerical sequence. Yeah, and Wyatt's going to get a big hand. It's going to be awesome. So here we go. Let's start at the end. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We'll go one by one. Yes, flip it over. Oh. Would be your turn now. Well, hey, one more hand for Jim West for... Oh, man, I gave that such a big build-up. Now, guys, scoot a little bit closer together to get a little bit tighter, and let's make a separation. You could stay right there, and you come this way just a little bit, because I think there might be something cool. I'm so excited about this. Scott, I'm going to watch this part with you, okay? So excited. Good. One more time, I'm going to count to 3, and we'll look what's inside and what we can do together. 1, 2, 3. Reach inside your envelope. There should be a letter. Place it in front of the envelope, and let's see what we've got. There you go. Hold it against your chest. What can we do together as generous people? Yeah. Gentlemen, turn this way so they can see. It's not Spanish. You might want to flip that the other way. We're not doing this in Spanish tonight. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we ignite the hero within. Yes. Gentlemen, you could just set those on the chair. Give these guys a big round of applause. Let's hear it for them. Nicely done. Yeah. You guys are great, great. Well, after something like that, I don't normally do this, but I thought I would if you just give me a moment here, we're just going to pass this around. I just want to take a little offering for my ministry. I'm just going to pass it around. No, I got this years ago at a PTL auction. I just remember that. But anyway, so You guys are laughing in shifts here at Ignite. This is fascinating. So I have 4 kids, and I have to tell you, my daughter Katie, one morning, it was 5 in the morning, and I had to catch a flight. So I was getting ready to jet out to LAX. She was up super early. She was younger than Wyatt. She's making something to eat. And I said, honey, what are you doing? I said, what are you making? And she goes, history. And I love that. A young lady who believes that she's a child of God and is confident that she can make history. I'm not joking around now when I tell you tonight, through our giving, through our generosity, through these awesome ministries, we can make history. We can make a difference. We can make an impact. And to share a little story about that, I have a special guest, but before I call him up, I want to tell you, you're going to want to download the app. It's real easy, 3 simple steps. 1, go to your app store on your phone and search for the Barnabas Group. You'll see Birthday Jim's picture there, okay? Number 2, here's how easy this is. Press download, and you'll have the app. 3rd step, if you're still lost, and maybe you're not into naps or apps, go over and see our lovely friends over here at the Capital Group, and they will help you, okay? So now I promised a very special guest, storyteller. He happens to be a friend of mine and the CEO of Convene. Let's welcome Greg Leith to our platform. Let's hear for Greg.
Adam, you didn't tell me I was supposed to dress up for this event. And some of you might be saying, why am I in my pajamas? Maybe, how many of you say pajamas? Raise your hand. Okay, how many of you say pajamas? It's kind of 50-50. I don't know. Either way. But I'm going to tell you why I'm in my pajamas. A long time ago, in a land far, far away, Santa Barbara. Anybody from Santa Barbara? The second president of ServiceMaster, his name was Ken Hansen. This is a multi-billion-dollar organization that I worked for 20 years. The president, Ken Hansen, was dying of cancer. The president who was going to succeed him wanted to see how he was doing, and he went to his house in Santa Barbara in the middle of the day, knocked on the door. Ken came to the door and opened the door, and Ken was in his pajamas. The president at the time of the company, Bill Pollard, looked at Ken and said, Ken, it's the middle of the day. Why are you in your pajamas? And Ken said these words that all of us knew in ServiceMaster, which was this: well, I'm going to die soon. Where I'm going, you can't have any clothes, so let me take you to my closet and show you what the problem is. So he took Bill Pollard back in the room, big house, to his closet, opened the door, and there was nothing there. He said, I gave it all away because I can't use any of these clothes where I'm going. Isn't that interesting? Can't use any of those clothes where I'm going. Funny thing is, we all have more than we need. How about a little transparency? My friends who know me will not be shocked at this, but I counted the shirts in my closet this morning. There was 58. That's more than you can wear in a month. We all have more than we need. Ken Hansen, who came to the door in his pajamas, was generous while he was living. He did not want to hold on to stuff. And tonight, what if we would all be more generous than we plan to be? What if we said, we all have more than we need, so what if we give away more than we plan to? Because heaven's our home. You can't take it with you. And as we all know, you've never seen a hearse pulling a U-Haul. Exactly right. Here's a verse to finish up with, 1 Timothy 6:17. Command those who are rich in this present world, that would be every single person in this room, to not be arrogant nor put their hope in wealth, which is so uncertain, but to put their hope in God. That's that heaven is our home. He richly provides us with everything for our enjoyment. Command them, that's us, to do good deeds and be generous and willing to share. That's what we're doing tonight. In this way, they will lay up treasures in heaven where rust and moth won't get in, right? And they will lay for themselves a firm foundation for the coming age so that they may take a hold of life that is truly what? Truly life. And that's what we want to do tonight. So enjoy the rest of your evening and give more than you plan to and give away some of those clothes in your closet.
Let's hear it for Greg Leith. That was awesome. Awesome. Greg, make yourself comfortable this evening. We want you to feel comfortable.